G'day and welcome to Black Opal Direct. My name's Justin. Today we're just going to go through pretty much what a live is like, but we're going to pre-record it so there's no failures, because there's been a few microphone problems in the last couple of weeks. So I do apologise for that, but this time we're going to have a go and see what comes out. Let's get to the wheel. Alright, so we've got a few stones today in the sieve. They'll hopefully most of them will cut decent gems. Well, let's get that water going and the machine going. Alrighty. That piece has got some nice colour sitting on the top there. We'll just take those edges around, clear them up. Pretty much everything around the edges has no colour, so I am just bringing it into where the colour is. There's a big divot there too, so I'm probably going to have to bring that right in. Yeah, because it goes below the colour bar. You can see that divot right there, which is a bit painful because it could have been a bigger stone. So we have a very undulated face, so I'm going to have to be really careful not to lose the colour when I smoothen that face out. And I think we've already lost a little bit of colour on that end because there was no colour bar there. So just bringing it in a little bit further, and there we go. Pretty little gem. I'm still probably going to have to bring that end in a little bit, but there's some nice colour there. Next, this one's a little bit speculative. Not sure it will cut anything. We won't know until we just start rubbing it. So it's pretty much a nothing knobby. There was a small amount of colour showing up in the top there. Don't know if you can see that, but it's actually making absolutely nothing. That's a no-go. Alright, so this one here is part of a witch's hat knobby. You can see that big dent in the back, and there's some colour showing up around the edges. So I'm hoping that something decent comes out of this. There is a lot of sand to contend to as well, so it'll be interesting to see what we can get. Oh, look at that colour sitting there. Look at that red just popped up. So that's sort of a good sign so far. Nice colour, but I think we've got a fair bit of a challenge on our hands to get it clean. Yeah, we do. 2 colour bars. Yep. So what's going to happen is, unfortunately, I'm going to have to forego this red here, which is very small anyway, and go for this second colour bar underneath, hoping that there is something there. Now that is a big risk, but with this sand here that goes really deep, there is nothing going to come out of that stoning except for a tiny little piece there. So here goes nothing. I'm going in. Say goodbye, red. This is quite a risky move, and it may not pay off. It may or may not pay off. to see if there's any colour lying underneath it. And it's not looking good. Huh. Alright, so we did take a risk, and there's some nice colour there, and it's cleaner and bigger, but we've got a big white spot right in the centre, which is a real pain. So we can take that extra edge off. Take the sandy spot off that side and see what we've got left with. That's pretty nice colour sitting there. So the risk was a high risk, but I think we've got more opal than we were going to get with that little tiny red dot. So can't complain. That's not bad. Not bad. Oh, that can be a drop shape. Next one. This one should be a nice little gem. Nice little high dome. I just have to take the sand out of the edges. And I think this was the piece when I was doing a live the other day and we froze up. So I was really keen to finish it off and show you what came out of it. Roll that dome a little bit. So we've got some beautiful colour on that back. Look at that, and pattern. Wow. And then we've got a nice broad flash on the front. So pretty happy with that. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous little stone. Beautiful. Look at that. Double-sided. Fantastic. Alright. This blue one here has a blue colour bar going through. And all we need to really do is find out how it faces. And I'm thinking that we face it this way because there's more potch here. So let's bring that in a little bit. There. And now we take the top off. Not quite on the colour bar yet. And here it comes. So it seems that there is a concave on this stone. So I probably, in hindsight, should have gone from the other side because of this dip in the middle. Yeah, what a shame. Look at that colour. I have a funny feeling that goes all the way to the bottom too. So we have to leave it. Have to leave that potch in, unfortunately. But it's still nice blue, just has some inclusions in it, not bad. Alright, this one has a lot of orange in there, you can see it orange-red, really bright. There's a very good chance cutting something okay. I don't mind that colour bar. I'll take some of that point off. That's not a bad little gem. It's directional colour, but when you get it, that's really quite nice. Just take that extra little knob off that's got sand all through it. And we roll up that back so it's even. Beautiful little dark opal. It's not a crystal, it's not a black, it's a dark. Look at the sand spots. Gorgeous stone. Look at that. Beautiful. I'll be happy with that. Next. This is like a little mini witch's hat knobby, and with the white cap on top. And I can see that mostly around it is clean. I'll just clean that side up, it's not bad. And there. We'll come around on this side and see if the colour bar comes around this side too. And we've hit colour bar all the way around. You can see our colour bars all the way around. So I think now it's time to take its top off. Come on. Show me the money. Just breaking through the top of it now. We need this colour to be clean. And there's a big sand spot right through the centre. Look at that, big sand spot there. Which is painful, because this could have been good. Anyway, I think this one needs to be sliced. Get a small stone there and another stone there. And get rid of all that sand in the centre. Alright, next one. This one should be just a beautiful little crystal. And pretty straightforward too. So what we've got is we've got really good colour down this side, and then we've got lesser colour on that side. It's not as good, not as strong and bright. And there's big dips there too, so I am going to just trim and trim that side too. And we're just going to snap that off like that. There we go. So I can still cut a stone out of that one, but I'll put that away and we'll work on the good colour. Beautiful. Very nice crystal, look at that. That's beautiful. I'm happy with that. Alrighty, I think I've got one more to go. Now this knobby has some really pretty colour, but I don't know how big it will be. So just have to work our way in until we find the cleanest colour part of the colour bar, and then go with that. Alright, so I'm going to just go and try and take that sand off and hope that there's good colour underneath it. have to keep going in until this sand here doesn't touch the colour, and it's pretty much there now, so just take it off the top and see what happens. See if she comes clean. Oh, that is nice colour. Oh, I'm happy with that one. That's beautiful. Oh wow, really happy. Look at the colour of that guy, that's gorgeous. Just need that sand out of the top. There it is. Around that a little bit, so it had to come a little bit smaller, but not too much. And voila, we have a beautiful, beautiful little black opal. That's gorgeous. So let's do a quick recap. This is quite a nice gem. I'm really happy with that one. That turned out beautiful. Let's turn this, stop this wheel, wear my fingers away. There we go. Check out that beautiful stone. This is the one that I'm going to have to slice it in the middle to cut 2 stones on either side. This is the crystal, pretty crystal. That will turn out probably double-sided or close to it. This is a broad flash red or orange. You can see it's quite bright when you really get it. There's also blue or purple there and green, and depending on the angle you're at, which is quite nice. This is a little high dome gem, which I'm really happy with too. Turned out beautiful, double-sided. That'll be nice finished. This one I thought would be better than that. That potch spot in the middle kind of ruined it, but it's still nice colour. And this one, also the potch was not consistently black underneath, so we've got some nice colour as you can see, but the potch underneath makes it look kind of motley rather than a nice black opal. So we've got a black section in the middle, but then around the edges it's all quite dark, just dark, not black. Here's the first piece, and that one needs to come in a little bit further. But we've got really pretty pattern in there. We've got chaff pattern. You can see that chaff there. Got clover leaf pattern. So it should be quite a nice stone polished. And that is it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Love you all, and I hope you enjoyed that. Catch ya.